What's up guys? So a lot of you guys have been asking me what my favorite focal length and my favorite lens is, or what lens I recommend. So people always ask me, oh, I'm thinking about upgrading to this and to this. That is a good move if you have completely used your gear to the limits and you completely know everything about that piece of equipment. When you know your gear fully, it's less friction between what you see and between what you want to create. And with that being said, my favorite lens by far is a 50mm. This one right here is Sony's 50mm f1.8 is a great all-around lens because it is very close to what your eye sees. Okay. Come on, back up, come on. Whoa! So most of my equipment was stolen and I was left with my Canon 6D and my 50mm lens. I ran a portrait business with only that camera and only that lens. I can say I learned so much because it's a prime lens and it really forces you to not only think more creatively, but to move around for shots instead of just zooming in and zooming out. And you can see that I use this lens for landscapes, I used it for portraits. It was basically my all-around lens. So it's a fantastic lens for the price, and you can pick it up on Amazon for about $125. I will leave that link in the description because it has an f1.8 and such a shallow depth of field. I had very good control over my night photography, over my portraits, basically over everything. I never really thought that I would be using a 50mm lens for landscapes, but I took it to the sand dunes, I took it to Aspen, I took it to some of my favorite places in Colorado, and I'm gonna throw on my 50mm lens right now just so you can see what it looks like. Okay, so now this is shooting with the 50mm. One of my favorite things about this lens is the compression and how it really just brings the background closer to your subject. So what I would do for that is I would have, for example, a person standing in front of the mountains, and if I wanted to make the mountains look bigger, then I would throw my 50mm lens on and it would just really bring those mountains closer to that subject. Another thing that I love so much about this lens is how light it is. If I just want to throw this on my camera and just take that with me for the day, it is the lightest setup I've ever used. This lens is autofocus, is lightning fast. The Canon one that I've used too is very quick. By far, it is my favorite lens because of the price, because of how small it is. You can literally throw this into any bag. And because of the super low aperture, you are able to shoot in dark places, handheld, no problem. And the bokeh on this lens is fantastic. If I want to get cinematic shots, I will throw on this one. f1.8 at this price is a fantastic option. Anyways guys, I appreciate your support. If you like this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. This was a quick little video. I might do more of these in the future, but yeah, that's gonna wrap up this video. And if you like my work, be sure to check out my Instagram at Jordan Lebsock. I will link it right here and it's also in the description. That's gonna wrap up this video, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.